How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to review my 1996 Mitsubishi Pajero Mini. This is a JDM import and you cannot buy it in the US, so it's a really cool car and I just wanted to share. If you've seen my post, the channel is going to change a little bit from just crypto news and business news to more of automotive videos, and this is going to be the first one. So this is a 1996 Mitsubishi Pajero Mini. This is the VR2 model, which basically is the highest stream of this model. And if you don't know, guys, about JDM cars, this is a K vehicle. Basically Japan classifies small lightweight vehicles like this, and they call them K vehicles. And basically you have tax advantages and also better parking in popular cities like Tokyo. So this is my personal vehicle, which I sold on Cars and Bids. This has 15 or 16 inch tires, I believe, general grabbers, off-road tires, and this vehicle is four-wheel drive. I have installed two 2-gallons gas tanks on the back because this vehicle only has 9 gallons or 7 gallons, I believe, of gas, and the small engine of this car consumes a lot of gas basically. It's overall in great condition, and if you take a look at it over here, it has a second mirror which basically helps you park besides the curb. And also this is a right-hand drive vehicle, so that's pretty cool in the US. As we see here, it has fog lights, original fog lights, as you can see here for Pajero Mini. I've installed LED headlights and fog lights, and I'm going to turn on the headlights and fog lights and the rear lights right now. This is the dash, not check engine light or anything, and it has 111,000 kilometers, which basically is 68,000 miles, which is not bad for these K trucks and vans. As you can see, these are the LED headlights, fog lights, and also the off-road fog lights. It works really well in the night as it brightens the entire street. And the VR2 models also have hood scoops. And with that being said, let's check the engine. Let's pull the tab and let's see what we got underneath the hood. Alright, so underneath the hood of the Pajero Mini we'll find a 660cc inline 4-cylinder with a small turbo. This vehicle produces about 66 horsepower, and all of the K trucks and vans are limited to 66 horsepower from Japanese laws. And as you can see here, this is the small turbo. It's really tiny. Here we have the connectors. It's an inline engine, and this one is a 4-cylinder. Most of the K vans and trucks are 3 cylinders, so this is a little bit rare. It has its tiny battery and a tiny engine in general. It's like a motorcycle engine, but in Japan these are vehicle engines. Let's move into the interior. As I said, this is a right-hand drive vehicle, which means the steering wheel will be on the right-hand drive of the vehicle. And this one is a 3-speed automatic transmission. Most of these are automatics, but you can find one with a 5-speed manual too. And this also is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, if you're curious about that, with a 4-low and a 4-high gearing. It has the factory radio. It has AC, which is really important in a small car because most of the small pickup trucks don't have AC. And it also has an altimeter, temperature, and also time, and compass, which is only on the VR2 models. So the XR2s and XR1s won't have this. Funny thing is, these light vehicles also have power windows, which I also have tinted them at 15%. And it also has it on the left side, so that's really cool. Now this vehicle is a 2-door, which basically means you have to open and lift the seats and move it around to scoop back on the rear seat. but these rear seats are very small, and basically you have no space because the seat in the front is pulled all the way forward. So let me pull it a little bit back, and as you see here, it's really tiny. My legs are basically pressing on the seat, so it's not great for adults, but just for kids it's basically fine. You have cup holders on the rear. We have 4 speakers, 2 on the back and 2 on the front. The sound system is not great on this. You can also fold these seats and also tilt them a little bit backwards, so you can make yourself a little bit more comfortable. And with that being said, let's check the rear trunk. Also, to make note, you have a grab handle there, which is really cool. Alrighty. One other thing to note for safety, look how tiny these doors cells are. I mean, it's basically like 3 inches or 4 inches, so make sure not to get into a crash on a K vehicle. It's really tiny. Alrighty. We have some cool sticker here that says intercooled turbo, and this is a 20 valve engine, which is really rare, because I believe only Ferraris have 20 valve engines, but again, this is a small vehicle. These are some custom taillights which I ordered from Japan. There's not many of these around. It has the LED lights, LED reverse lights, and also LED turn signals, which is really cool. We have the gas tanks here, as I mentioned before, and also I put it a spare tire that matches the off-road tires in case you have a puncture or anything like that. And let's check the rear space. And as you can see, here's the rear space. As you can see, there's not much space on the trunk, so you can fold these seats down by pulling the tabs over here, and now you have a lot of space. You can put 4 tires here, which I did when I changed the off-road tires with the normal tires, and other groceries or anything like that. Again, to pull this, you just pull it back and they snap into place. And also you can adjust them if you want to adjust the back length, which is nice. And underneath here you'll find the jack behind this door over here, which exposes the trunk. And I also have some recovery gear here, since it is off-road oriented vehicle. So with that being said, let's just go for a small test drive and see how the vehicle drives. Let me turn off the AC just to make it a little bit quieter, and I'm gonna just be quiet for a second and you can hear the sounding that comes from the vehicle, but it doesn't make that much noise. Go over a speed bump right now. For braking, the car has 2 disc brakes in the front and drums in the rear because it's a small, lightweight vehicle. Here I'm gonna give it a little bit of gas. And the car is relatively peppy. Because it only has 66 horsepower, don't have much expectation for it, but it'll get on its speed and safely on the highway and also on normal speed. For highway, this vehicle can go up to 82 miles per hour, but I usually keep it at around 60 miles per hour as it sits at around 5,000 RPMs, and I really don't want to push it any more than that. But you can turn on the AC and be comfortable, and also have some music playing, and this can easily be your daily driving. For pricing, this car usually costs around $7,000 to $8,000 in the US, which means already imported and every documentation is basically done for you, and you just go register it at your DMV. But you can easily buy these in Japan for around $2,000 to $3,000 and have a broker do it, and that can be a cheaper option, as in the end it will only costs you about $400 to $4,500. But yeah, this is just another JDM K car, and I think this is one of the most comfortable K cars that there are because it has better seats than the pickup trucks, and also the drivability is great because you don't sit on top of the wheels. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you and goodbye.